Hi everyone, discussing another important question based on integrated approach to pediatrics. Now straight away moving on to the question of 7-year-old boy came to pediatric OPD with her mother complaining enlargement of scrotum and penis with growth of pubic and axillary hair, change in voice. On further evaluation, mother told doctor about EEG done in past for his inappropriate laughter. He was advised MRI by doctor. Which of the following statements are correct about this condition? This condition is related to advanced puberty of central cause. There is increase in gonadotropin in this condition. Diagnosis can be confirmed by bone age. This condition have to be evaluated for any testicular tumors. Now 4 options are given. Now we have to reach to the diagnosis and then answer which of the following statements are correct and which are false. So breaking this question, 7-year-old boy, enlargement of scrotum, penis and growth of pubic and axillary hairs and change in voice. So age of the boy is 7 years. Now what are these characters? Enlargement of scrotum, penis, growth of pubic and axillary hairs and change in voice. These are actually a secondary sexual characters which are developing in the child. But is it the right age for the development of secondary sexual character in boys? You know that in boys puberty actually develops at 9 to 13 years. So it is actually advanced puberty or precocious puberty. Now moving on to another hint which is given in the question, that EEG done in past for his inappropriate laughters. Inappropriate laughters, these are actually scissors which are happening in this child in past, and they have a characteristic name. You know that they are Gilastic scissors. Now 7-year-old boy plus secondary sexual characters related to advanced puberty plus Gilastic scissors. This indicate towards a very important benign tumor which happens in the hypothalamus, and you can also find out a hint in the question that MRI was ordered. So something related to the brain, and this is actually a hypothalamic hamartoma. Now MRI was ordered due to this. Now we have to answer the statements which are correct or false. So first statement is this condition is related to advanced puberty. So I have already answered that this condition is related to advanced puberty which is of central cause. So you know that in hypothalamic hamartoma there is a increase in the secretions of gonadotropins. You know that it is related to the secretions of gonadotropins or hyperfunctioning of pituitary. Hyperfunctioning of pituitary which result in the increase of LH and FSH which are gonadotropins. So whenever hypothalamus and pituitary are involved, you know that there are two types of advanced puberty or precocious puberty, which is can be from a central cause or a peripheral cause. Whenever hypothalamus and pituitary is involved, it is of central in origin. Now first statement is correct. Moving on to second statement, there is an increase in gonadotropin. Yes, there is an increase in the gonadotropin because pituitary is involved. So there is increase in LH and FSH. Both these are known as gonadotropins. Third option is diagnosis can be done by bone age. So you know that in all these conditions of delayed and precocious puberty, we do bone age. Where we look for the appearance of the ossification centers. It is nothing but a X-ray taken. You can take X-ray for carpal bones in wrist, so you can take the X-ray and find out whether these bones are maturing or not. Again, the important part here is to understand why we are taking that this bone age, because this bone age will tell you that child is growing with the correct pace or there is a increase in the growth due to some kind of hormones, because the chronological age and puberty should go hand in hand. If there is an increase in the hormones earlier than the chronological age which is required to achieve the puberty, then there will be a increase in the bone age. So it is taken in accordance with the chronological age of the child, and this bone age will give you idea that something is going wrong in the child or child is maturing early as compared to the normal child. So this option is also correct. Now fourth option, testes have to be evaluated for any tumors. You know that this condition has nothing to do with testes, because there is a problem in the hypothalamus which is resulting in the secretions of more FSH and LH. So what is the source of the main hormone which is involved in the puberty of boys? You know that it is a testosterone, and this testosterone is actually coming from central origin, not any peripheral part. Peripheral, you know that any tumor of the testis like seminoma and such condition, but here nothing happening like this. This testosterone is coming from central part. So you have to remember this condition, that this is has nothing to do with the testis. So this statement is automatically false. So answer to this question is 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So these type of clinical scenarios will be given in the exam and you have to answer the questions. So try to practice these questions more and more. Try to integrate the topics, and like this video, share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will be posting more and more such clinical cases and clinical scenarios, so that this type of question will be a easy task in your coming examination. Thank you.